صبغة الله ومن أحسن من الله صبغة ونحن له عابدون.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, my beautiful children. One day before prophethood, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting in the cave of Hira worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Mecca. There came to him an angel and he said, "Recite, Iqra," to which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "I cannot read." He took hold of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and pressed him hard until he was pressing him really hard. And after that, he let Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam go and then said, "Iqra." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "I do not know how to read." He then took hold of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam again for a second time until he pressed him really hard, and then he let him go and said, "Iqra," read. To which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "I don't know how to read." He took hold of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam again for a third time until he was pressing him really hard. And then he said, "Recite, Iqra, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq." Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from clot of blood. Recite, and your Lord is the most bountiful. He who taught the use of pen, taught man what he knew not. This was Angel Jibril, and he brought to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam the very first message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first ayahs of the Quran. Allah gave the message to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to read, and he also introduced himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Muhammad and to all of humanity through him that he is Al-Akram, the most noble and the most generous and the most bountiful and esteemed and gracious. He also said in these ayahs that he created mankind, that he is the creator of everything, and he is the one who taught us all. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Akram, the one who's the most generous, and there is none like him in his generosity. He is the most generous towards his servants, showing understanding, patience, and disregard towards their ignorance. This name is the highest form of Kareem. It has a similar meaning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name, Al-Kareem, the generous and noble. And the meaning of Al-Kareem is the bountiful, the generous, the one who is noble, the one who is generous, the one who is gracious to all of the creation. The most generous, who abundantly gives from his bounties that never end. He keeps giving and he keeps giving and he keeps giving more. Even if they do not worship him, he still gives them. His generosity and greatness and graciousness do not depend upon anyone, and they are limitless. The one who, when he gives more than what is hoped for. He is Al-Kareem and Al-Akram. Both the names have similar meaning. The one who does a lot of karam and who does karam continuously. What is karam? Karam is generosity and honoring and giving gifts and forgiving. It is Allah's karam on us that He gives us so many things. We sleep in a comfortable bed and we live in a nice house with our family. That is all from His generosity. He's given us halal and pure and healthy food to eat. He has honored us in many ways. Many of the creation of Allah, like the animals, don't wear clothes. But Allah has honored human beings with clothes, and He has taught us modesty and covering. And He has taught us how to speak in an honorable way and use good words and be dignified. That is why it is not nice to whine or use words that have bad meanings. The more we cover ourselves, the more honorable we become. Shaitan might come to you and whisper in your ears that covering less makes you look nice. But we must say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and push the whispers of shaitan away. Remember the graces and honor of Allah and be pleased with Him. The biggest honor of Allah is that He has made us Muslims and guided us to Islam. So, what should we do when Allah is Al Kareem and Al Akram? We should spend our money in the path of Allah and be generous. We should remember the honor of Allah and be grateful. We should always seek His forgiveness. We should honor all that Allah has asked us to honor. Honor your elder siblings, all your relatives, especially your parents. We should honor and be respectful towards our teachers. We should read the Quran with the most respect. And remember, it is an honorable Quran. It is Quran Kareem, revealed through Rasulin Kareem, Jibreel alayhi salam, and noble messenger Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulin Kareem, another Rasul Kareem, and it is the word of our Rabb Al Kareem Al Akram.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم